Hi everyone, Gierki here, and today I would like to show you me here in the middle of the process just changing the shadows from directional light to like shader based fake shadows. Basically what I want to achieve is I want to fake my clouds, my cloud shadows, like I did it here already, on every other shader that I have in the game. So here would be the classical direction light approach. So you have your direction light, you have shadows, max distance 1 kilometer, and that is working very good. It looks amazing, but it's just drawing too much performance. So my goal would be to just change this distance like only on 100 kilometers and even change the mode here to something like 2 splits, and maybe depends like on the play mode itself if we are going to change like the texture size of the shadows or not, but that's something for later. So how it basically works is, first of all, I had to figure out where I want to add this shadow function and how to implement it and everything. My first research showed me that there are already shader based shadows online. So I checked quickly out the code, how they achieved that, and I quickly realized that they are using the, where is it? Where is it? Here, the light shader. But this is, for me personally, way too complicated. I mean, this one is not the only one here. They are also using the light shader for doing so. This is a valid approach, don't understand me wrong. I would like to do it if I would understand how this works, but I just don't get it. There are just too many calculations here, and I'm not a master in light at all. So yeah, I would like to... what I need is something that is easy to implement for all the other shaders. So I cannot afford to have a complicated code that I don't understand, and where there is so much math behind that, which I'm gonna manipulate, and no, I don't want to do that. So basically what I was thinking was that I'm gonna take the approach of calculating the shadow in the vertex function, and then taking and inputting those values in the fragment function, or the fragment shader. So in the end, I'm taking the result of my... Where are we actually? At the water, okay. So we take the result of the water which it was calculating, and we are just manipulating the end result of that. So basically what I want to have is, I just, in this case here, in the water shader, we have 3 blocks. We have 1 block here in the fragment shader, 1 block here in the vertex shader, and 1 block here as the uniforms variables and stuff. The good thing about all of this is that we have global variables, so we don't have to assign anything to this particular shader. We just have to copy paste those 3 blocks to all the other shaders, and they are going to run by themselves. So that's a good thing. The difficult part here for me personally was to create those global variables and feed them, right? Before I was handling it just by, like here for example, the environment has those cloud materials here, and it was just assigning those values directly to those shaders. Now that my values are global in here, so let me show it quickly. Globals and shader globals, so my variables are now stored here. I needed to change those shaders, and I'm not feeding them directly anymore. They can get it from the globals themselves. So yeah, that was, and still is, because I didn't finish, that is pretty tricky to implement it everywhere. It's weird. For example, right now I have a weird bug that the clouds right now, they have access to those global variables, but suddenly those clouds just disappear. They're just not working. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm in the middle of the process here. So, but I think the result is going to look amazing. I mean, here we have the like proof of concept how it's gonna look. I'm just calculating right now the position of the cloud, and projecting it straight downward. In the future, I want to include the sun, which is here hidden right now at 30 degrees, and I want to have the same angle. Yeah, it's not gonna be, I mean, I'm gonna figure out if I really have to use Pythagoras or just using normalizing the vectors and stuff. Yeah, I want to have a pretty efficient method here. I don't know what it's gonna be, we're gonna see. So yeah, that's it. One important thing here actually. These 3 blocks that I just showed you earlier, you have to implement that everywhere. Like every single shader has to have access to those shadows. It would look so off, for example, if you fly around your environment and the trees suddenly don't have any shadows, or in my case, my drone don't have any shadows. The terrain and water has, but the drone not. So yeah, that's pretty time intensive, and yeah, can produce a lot of bugs and stuff. So I hope it's gonna be worth it. Seriously, I hope it's gonna be worth it to calculate shadows in the shader instead of the directional light. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope maybe you learned something from that. Feel free to subscribe or like. I also have a Discord channel, so I'm posting there actually almost every day now. Some development stuff. Yeah, if you're interested, just join. Okay, bye.